How is it going, guys, and welcome back to Katawa Shojou. And today I look a little bit of a mess with my scruffy beard, but I'm going to keep it for a little while longer before I get rid of it. And yeah, didn't manage to get any of this recorded over the past few days, and I've not really got a lot of time to actually do an episode, so I might have to keep a close eye on the time. But yeah, in the last episode we finally got that kiss with Emmy that his hour's been craving ever since he started being a little bitch. But yeah, let's get back into this because I've kind of missed it. I'll leave the classroom and look up at the clock. Quite a chunk of time to kill until Emmy's out of practice. Because I'll give this book a look. I should probably shower as well. Showering before a date's only proper, right? I head back to the dorms. Damn. I wonder where I'm supposed to meet Emmy anyway. She said after practice, but she didn't say where I should find her. I guess I can just swing by the track. That's probably best anyway. If she needs a shower, I can just wait for her in a room or something. Or in the hallway, I guess. That would be better as well. I take a quick shower, remembering to take my medication once I hop out. Now for a look at this book. Where? That's... oh, damn. Anybody who's read this book and it's sent him to sleep and he's missed the date, why do I feel like that's gonna be what's happened? Yep! Damn it! I wake with a start. Shit, what time is it? A glance at the clock reveals that I've been asleep for nearly an hour. Oh, thank God. Oh, so he's fine! What the... Random plot device! Thank goodness. Emmy's practice should be finishing up soon. I throw on some casual clothes and head for the track. Somehow, I get the feeling we won't be doing anything fancy for dinner. Emmy doesn't strike me as a very fancy sort of person. Still, I suppose there's a lot I have yet to know about Emmy. Despite our newfound closeness, I feel like there's a lot to know about her as well. I feel like I don't know her as well as I should. Ah well, I have lots of time to fix that. To be honest, I'm looking forward to getting to know her more. Damn it. I'm so caught up in my own thoughts that I hardly register that I'm already at the track. Emmy is nowhere to be found. I don't even see any signs of the track team. This could be embarrassing. I turn to head towards the girls' dormitory when I hear a shout. Hey, here's Al! I turn around to see Emmy making a beeline for me with a gym bag slung over her shoulder. She's changed into some decidedly more casual clothing, a pair of shorts and an olive green top. Her running blades have been replaced by more realistic looking legs that probably wouldn't fool anyone. Damn! She put on her big legs. I mean, I should probably stop. I'm an idiot. God damn it. Emmy doesn't seem to care about that, a fact which makes me smile. Hey, you came! I mean, I figured you would, but still. I suddenly find myself wrapped in a rather affectionate hug, and it proves to be impossible for me to keep what must be the world's largest grin off my face. Well, of course I came. I'd be crazy not to, right? Emmy ponders for a moment. You know, that's true. I mean, I'm pretty amazing after all. Cure. For God's sake. I had so much fun I was actually trying to find a clip of Jack Harper from On the Buses, where he's like, cure. But I couldn't find one, so I just settled with Cadicarus. I love Cadicarus, to be fair. I shrug in response. I certainly think so. It's an offhand remark, which is why I'm surprised that it seems to have caught Emmy by surprise. She blushes and smiles warmly at me before planting a kiss on my lips. Ah! God damn it. Now it's my turn to be surprised. Emmy steps back, resting her weight on her back heel, looking pleased with herself. My brain fumbles for an appropriate response. I should compliment you more often. God damn it. Emmy laughs and gives me a playful shove. Jerk. I throw an arm around Emmy's shoulders and I'm pleased when she immediately leans into me as if it were the most natural thing in the world. So, where to? I'm not actually sure. Where do people go on dates around here anyway? That's a damn good question. I've got no idea. Why don't we just head down to the Aura Mart and grab something portable? Emmy's face brightens at this idea. A picnic? I think you're onto something, Gizal. Emmy snakes her arm around my waist and we begin to head for the front gate. I'm entirely unsure of what I'm meant to do in this situation, but at least Emmy seems to be equally clueless. Despite the relaxing feeling of being with Emmy, I still can't help feeling a little tense. What if I do something wrong? I'd hate to make an ass out of myself. The trip to the Aura Mart is accompanied by Emmy's chatter about how practice went. I keep quiet for the most part, merely enjoying the warmth of being around Emmy. We get a few odd looks from passers-by, but I don't mind. We wind up buying some bread and instant noodles, realising too late that we cannot actually cook the latter in the park. Oh well, I'll make it for lunch or something. That'll work. The park is located after a brief loss of direction that I blame entirely on Emmy. She, of course, blames me. We find a spot beneath a tree and sit down. I lean against the trunk. Emmy sits across from me. Guess we should have brought a blanket or something to sit on, huh? Emmy shrugs. I don't mind. Neither do I. Emmy tosses me a package of bread and we dig in. Curry bread. Interesting. Curry bread? What in God's name is curry bread? Why would that ever be a thing? Japan, what are you thinking? Okay. I guess I really wasn't paying attention to what I grabbed in the store. Hey, Hizao, you look like your bread's a little spicy. I shake my head, trying in vain to keep an image of manliness. Nah, it's hardly spicy at all. I see. That must be why your face has gotten so red. Yes, exactly. The lack of spice has gotten my blood up because of the disappointment. Emmy laughs and swallows the last of her bread. Well, if you can't handle it, I'll be so glad to take it off your hands. Hey, just because you wolfed down yours so quickly doesn't mean I'm going to give you mine. Emmy mock pals, causing me to nearly choke on my bread with laughter. Aw, come on, Hizao. Aren't you supposed to be concerned with making sure I've got enough to eat now? We're dating, you know. Though, Emmy looks troubled all of a sudden. I can't say I feel any different. That's not a good sign. What do you mean by that? What makes this a date? It's just what we would have done anyway, really. But this should feel different because before, when we had lunch, we were friends, and now we're a level above friends. You sound like Rin. Laughter escapes, and Emmy grins. Well, she might have put the thought into my mind. We talked about that sort of thing, of course. Really? About me? Not really, just stuff. Really. Rin thinks that the change of a label from friend to girlfriend seems arbitrary most of the time. Like there's no difference between the two. I can think of at least one, you know? You don't tend to kiss your friends quite as much. For the second time today, Emmy blushes slightly and giggles. I suppose you're right. Exactly, I'm always right about things like this. Emmy rolls her eyes and chuckles. Guess you're pretty smart, huh? I nod in agreement. Yep, even Muto thinks so. He thinks I should go into some scientific study after graduation. Emmy raises an eyebrow. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm thinking I might actually just do that. The more I consider the idea, the more it appeals to me. I'll make a mental note to look into it a little more closely. So what are you thinking of doing after graduation? Still planning on running? Emmy shrugs, seeming almost a bit hesitant. I don't know if I'm good enough, and I can find a team, I guess. You mean you aren't sure? I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. Really? You probably should, you know? Graduation isn't that far off. Emmy fidgets a little nervously. Yeah, well, it's far enough, right? Besides, I've got other things to think about. There's a mischievous flash behind Emmy's eyes, and I suddenly find myself gloriously pinned against the tree. Like making sure this is a real date, right? No! Naughty! I mean, if we don't kiss, then it's not a date at all, right? I suppose. Why? Strawberries and curry. Not the best combination, but I don't think I mind. Strawberries and curry. For fuck's sake. I can't deal with this. Emmy sits back on my legs and grins again. There, science would approve, right? I have the oddest mental image of Muto nodding seriously. Yes. Yeah. Yes. For fuck's sake, what is wrong with me? I can't help laughing at the idea. Well, I'll admit this is the first time I've ever witnessed a kiss being met with laughter. Should I feel offended? Heh, no. I'm sure science approves. Fuck's sake. I can't deal with this. There. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with my nose? Emmy beams at me, and I find it increasingly difficult to keep my brain functioning properly. Oh, good. It is at this point that I notice Emmy has stolen the remainder of my curry bread while I was otherwise occupied with mental images of teachers wielding clipboards. Hey! Emmy tries to look innocent, but considering she's just ground the last bits of my bread into her mouth, it does not appear to be working. Sorry, let's just, Piece of unused tissue. I'm never going to use that. Let's just throw that in the bin. Thief! A shrug from my companion is all I get in response. You used your feminine wiles on me. I wasn't that hungry anyway, but I still feel like the point needs to be made. Amy seems confused by the phrase feminine wiles, but the understanding dawns on her after features after a moment's thought.
Wasn't anything of the sort. You were laughing. Feminine wiles don't involve laughing.
I guess I can't argue with this. That doesn't change your thievery. Amy laughs at my injured tone and gives me a playful shove.
Fine, you can have the instant noodles.
Are you kidding? That stuff's terrible. If anything, you should definitely eat it as punishment. Another laugh from the girl sitting on my legs, both of which have fallen asleep by now. What the fuck? Get off! I switch one leg trying to wake it up, which has the unintended effect of unbalancing Emmy, who falls to the side with a startled eep! Oops, sorry about that. Legs fell asleep on me. Emmy remains on the ground, giggling. I stand up a little shakily, feeling the nerves in my legs return to normal. My eyes wander over the scenery before fixing on the figure of Emmy, who was yet to get up. Her hair is splayed out around her head, her arms are spread, and her laughter is bubbling up through her nose. Why did I say nose? That was mouth. Oh well. Everything about Emmy seems condensed into this one image. Her energy, her spirit, her childish giggling. The urge to lay down on the grass with her rises swiftly from the back of my mind to the forefront of my thoughts, and I am indeed convinced that I would love nothing more than to do just that. Unfortunately, the sun has set and it's probably time for us to get back to the dormitories. While Emmy may be happy to stay out here all night, I don't think I have that ability. Besides, homework soon beckons. It wouldn't make sense to start thinking about things like university and then slack off, would it? I extend a hand to Emmy to help her up. We should probably get going. Emmy makes a sour face.
You're right.
She grabs my preferred hand and I pull her to her feet and into a hug. This time, I'm the one who kisses her, unable to resist having Emmy against me. Seems a shame to leave, you know.
Yeah, it does. But if we don't get back to school soon, you'll probably get into trouble.
Emmy pokes me in the ribs playfully.
And you need to do your homework, I'm sure.
Sadly, you're absolutely right. I throw my arm around her shoulders and we make the trek back to the school accompanied by the occasional bouts of laughter as our conversation jumps from subject to subject. Everything from running to school to the peculiar way that one of the cafeteria workers smells. You leave Doris out of this! Doris is a lovely woman who just forgets to shower because she's old. All too soon we find ourselves outside of the girls' dormitory building.
Well, I guess I'll be going then.
I guess so, huh? Emmy grins at me again with that mischievous look.
Are you going to be able to survive without me?
I laugh. I'm sure I'll manage.
How terrible. Aren't you supposed to say something like, I'll be counting the seconds while you're away?
Nah, I don't think so. Emmy pulls me down into a quick goodbye kiss and steps back, looking unexpectedly shy.
Thanks for dinner. I really had fun. Honestly, I did.
So did I. I think we shall have to do it again sometime. Amy laughs at my deadpan delivery and nods.
See you bright and early tomorrow morning then. You gotta run off all that bread after all.
Of course, despite the fact that you ate most of it.
Yes, despite that. See you later, Hizao.
As Emmy turns to head inside, I notice something weird. Something so weird that I'm surprised I didn't notice it earlier. She's limping slightly, favouring the left leg. Hey, Emmy! Is your leg okay? Amy looks confused, or at least fakes confusion.
What are you talking about?
Your right leg. You're limping. There's the briefest flash of concern on Emmy's face. Either she didn't want me to know, or didn't think I'd notice, or I prefer to think she just didn't realise it.
Oh, that? She shrugs casually. Must have gotten knocked a little out of alignment during the picnic. No idea what would have caused that, of course.
I think back to being pinned under the tree. Ah, you should have told me. We could have stopped and fixed it, you know? Emmy waves a hand airily.
Nah, it's not that big of a deal. Don't worry about it, okay, Hizao? It's fine.
Why do I get the feeling she's convincing me herself as well as me? She'll tell you when she's ready. You should never ever press the issue. She'll tell you when she's ready. I don't think pressing her in this instance will do any good. If anything, it would just sour the mood. I mean, you've only been dating her for a day. Ugh. No, I'd let it rest. I'd be like, okay, well, if it's really that bad, then she'd obviously tell you herself, or she'd go to the nurse and get it done, but she's not that type of person. I don't know! Screw it. Let it rest. That's what I'd do. Well, she's probably fine. I imagine she'd say something if it really was a problem. Heck, she'd probably get annoyed if I kept bringing it up.
Now, really, I have to get going. Your attempts to keep me around here are doomed to fail.
Heh, of course. Just prolonging the goodbye, I suppose. Another grin lights up Emmy's face.
Good night, Izao.
Good night. As she limps inside, I find myself hoping she's okay, despite her assurances that she's fine. I think I can call this a successful first date. See, if I'd stopped and pressed her, and I'd got her annoyed, then maybe it would have soured the mood, because it was a first date. You want to leave a favourable impression on a first date. You don't want to end up annoying the girl or something. You don't want to end up... I think I made the right choice. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how long I've been going for. 16. Okay. That's fine. Hell, any day that ends with Emmy pinning me under a tree to kiss me can't be bad, can it? I head back to my room, mentally thank the gods that Kenji doesn't ambush me in the hallway and get started on my homework. God damn it. And that's gonna be another day gone. God damn it! Did I make the right choice? I think I did. I actually really think I did. I'm not sure though. Whew, damn it. The morning is far too early for my taste. It doesn't help that I had trouble sleeping last night. There were simply too many things to think about. My mind refused to slow down. Instead, I replayed the rooftop, the park, and everything else over and over in my mind. There's a small part of my mind that's still paranoid that this has all been some kind of joke. Then I'll meet up with Emmy at the track and she'll act like nothing happened yesterday. Pushing these thoughts to the back of my mind, I throw on my running shoes and open the door. Emmy's waiting for me with her usual smile.
You're late. Or at least you're not early today. Are you tired or something?
I find myself ruefully rubbing the back of my head. Something like that, yeah. Lots to think about and all that. Emmy giggles at my mild understatement.
Yeah, I didn't sleep that well either. I was actually glad you weren't early, because I wasn't early either.
I wonder if the same thing kept us awake. The image of a weeping face passes through my mind. What kept you up? Emmy's expression falters, but she quickly notices my curiosity and forces a smile.
Nothing important.
She's obviously not telling me something. The question is, should I press the issue? Something's clearly been bothering her for a while. I want to help her, but would it just come off as me being nosy? She's got to know I care about her, though. Are you sure? If something's bothering you, I'm here to help you sort it out. Emmy laughs, but it's not her usual laugh. There's an edge to it that seems almost bitter.
Sort it out? I'm not sure it can be sorted out, Izao.
An almost grim smile crosses her lips. It's like a smile of resignation.
I don't think you could help me anyway.
That hurts. I don't want to say that it hurts to her, but it does. Doesn't she realize I want to be there for her when things go wrong? Well, I won't push you on the matter, but I'm here for you if you decide later that you'd like to talk about it. It might help. I can see the debate raging behind Emmy's eyes. It seems like she wants to tell me, but she's not sure whether or not she can. Hey, forget about it for now, okay? We've got running to do. The mention of running, something that she can handle, brings Emmy back to her usual self.
Right. Hurry up and stretch out, Izao. We've got to get moving.
She takes off like a shot, far quicker than I'm used to. Da-da-da-da. I try to keep pace with her, recklessly testing my limits. It gives me a feeling of freedom, like my heart is no longer important. I find myself wanting to laugh, filled with the feeling of moving beyond what I once called my boundaries. The nurse's warnings not to overdo things echo in my mind, and I disregard them. This feeling I have, this willingness to risk a heart attack for something so trivial as a morning run, feels out of character for me. But is it? Or rather, should it be? I've got a weak heart, sure. It'll never be capable of the kind of speed and endurance Emmy's capable of. Though I probably wouldn't be able to get that good even if I had a healthy heart. As we round the final bend, I feel my legs screaming in protest, but for the first time, I ignore them. I accelerate to the finish as a sprint, nearly catching up to Emmy. That was never going to happen, of course. Still, I feel surprisingly good. Oh sure, my legs might feel like they're about to catch fire, and I'm having trouble staying upright, but there's been a shift of some sort today. And it's all thanks to the girl grinning at the finish line waiting for me. That felt a little faster than usual. My comment is met with a grin and a shrug.
Can't have you thinking I was going too soft on you now, can I? but you managed to handle it just fine.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Still feeling the high from the run and moved by a surge of gratitude, I seize Emmy in a hug. Thanks. Really, I'm not just saying that. I mean your debt. Emmy seems flustered by my words, squirming uncomfortably.
Don't be silly, Hazal. Someone had to haul you out here, didn't they? And it's not like you're doing anything for me, right?
Oh, you're not? Oh, okay.
It's not like you're not doing anything for me, right? I needed a running partner, remember?
I shake my head, still pointedly not letting go of Emmy, who stops squirming and merely looks up at me with a quickly deepening blush that almost seems out of character. No, that's not true. You wanted a running partner, but you didn't need one. If I hadn't shown up the day after the festival, you'd still run, right? But it doesn't work the other way around. I only managed to make it out a few times before the festival, and without you, I probably wouldn't have made it out at all after that. Emmy smiles at me and prods my chest with one finger.
You are pretty lazy, Hazal.
Hey, I was giving you a compliment.
Well, you're welcome, I guess. I'll pay you back somehow.
Oh, I'll pay you back somehow, goddammit. Ah!
Oh, well, that's not necessary, you know? I mean, I kinda like you, Hazal, and being able to run with you in the mornings isn't exactly a bad deal for me either, so...
For someone who gets so much praise, she seemed unused to gratitude. I can't think of anything else to say, so we fall silent. I become aware of Emmy's breathing and the dampness of her clothing, and the scent of her. Coming off of anyone else, it would stink. Coming off of Emmy, it fits her in a way nothing else could. Her skin is cool, slick with sweat, and a breeze causes goosebumps to rise. Almost without thinking about it, I lean down and meet Emmy's mouth, which has already moved to meet my own. Her lips are soft, and she hums happily as we kiss, sending vibrations from her mouth to mine. There's a startling rightness to everything about this moment. We fit one another perfectly. The kiss ends, and I finally let my arms drop back to my sides. Emmy is smiling warmly at me and giggles again.
Come on, Hazal, we better go see the nurse.
Then it happens. As she turns to begin walking, she gives out a tiny yelp and stumbles forward. Emmy! I leap to steady her and notice with some concern that she's favouring the same leg as last night. Your leg? Emmy seemed panicked and pushes away from me.
It's fine.
My expression must seem hurt because she hastens to apologise.
Sorry. Didn't mean to push you like that. I was just...
She stumbles for something to say.
It's nothing, really.
Hey, don't worry about it. She's so flustered I decide to shrug the whole thing off. But there's a cold feeling in the pit of my stomach now that won't go away. I tried to step in and help her, and she pushed me away. Smiling, I shove those thoughts to the back of my mind and concentrate on Emmy. I just don't want you getting hurt, that's all.
You don't have to worry about me, honest. I'm fine.
Yes, you say that, but I don't believe you. I keep worrying about you regardless, and not saying anything yesterday just makes me feel guilty about today. I should have at least asked. Would she have reacted the same way last night? Guess I'll never know now. I'm still trying to... Right, I'm not even going to carry on from here because it's been going for too long. But yeah, that's where we're going to leave it today. God damn it. Ah! Should I have asked? I don't know. I feel like that was a little bit of a hint that I probably should have tried to press the issue. Damn it. I probably should have pressed it. Oh well. It's fine. But yeah, that's where we're going to leave this episode today. If you did enjoy this episode, don't forget to go down and leave a like and all of that nice stuff in the and yeah, just be a nice person. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have a great day and a great life, and I will see you later. See you later. God damn it, that was awful.